sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Chase, Sam on.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time for the Titans. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play,
Most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down and 7. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. About 3 yards there to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw, Tannehill. And they'll get this down to the 10. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Henry, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And just a yard to go here on second down. On play action, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with ETN and trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. Going for it, here's ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, 27 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here's Hall. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. Fighting through. Derrick Henry.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans have taken the lead. Able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 66 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 34 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Lambeau on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Hall. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. This is caught. It's Brown. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
On 1st down, Henry. 106 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker. Well, I don't think he got there. He did not. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Henry. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, here's Agnew. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Go. Look at me. Go.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Ready. 90, Wolf. That's a screen. Pass. 49 is the mic. Go. Man up, squeeze.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Godwin. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Lambo to add on the extra point. got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. On the return, here's Hall. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Off play action, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be brought down. And what will be the final play in this first half? So we reach halftime here on our first Monday nighter of the season. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return, here's Hall. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Henry again on 2nd down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. Jags grab it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now after coughing up the football, serious concerns on that sideline. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run on first down. Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Play action. It's Tannehill. Man open. Here is Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down, here's Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Now Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Titans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
147 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. To throw is Tannehill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down, it's Henry.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
212 yards for him on the ground as this has been a night to remember to this point.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Coup for the extra point.
these guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Monty Rice in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A give to Etienne running right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
So that'll back him up 5.
Ready? 18 gator. Buzz. Get it.
A final shot now for Lawrence. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Titans, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on